Hello, everyone. I'm Tiana S, reporting for Kids First. How are you all today?
I'm good.
Hi,
How are you?
you?
I'm doing great. It is an honor to be speaking with you guys today. I mean, when I saw the commercial to watch the film, I was like, oh my God, they're creating a live action Loud House. I'm super pumped up for it.
Yay, I'm glad you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just get right into it. So my first question is for Wolfgang. So in this film, it's really about, of course, the main character, Lincoln Loud, played by you, and how his family is, in a sense, he finds out that his family is, in a sense, drifting apart for the holidays. So he works with his best friend, Clyde, played by Jahzir, who, they kind of help each other out to, in a sense, bring the family back together. So what do you think was your favorite scene to film with Jahzir?
With Jahzir, there were so many fun moments to shoot. He's a really fun guy. And, well, without giving too much away, there was this whole day of basically doing the same scene on the same set. It was just me and Jahzir. We were in this like giant cardboard box, and we were pedaling on a bike, and we were shouting and scrambling and saying our lines. And it was a really fun day.
I'm sure that sounds like a lot of fun. So, Dora, you play the role of Leni, who obviously she's the second oldest child, and she's, very fun, very just out there bubbly. So, what was it like getting into character, getting a chance to play Leni? Because, she's like the fashionista of the family, too.
Yes, well, personality wise, it was quite easy to get into character because I am a lot like Lenny in real life. We both have a huge passion for fashion. And getting into character, I watched a lot of Loud House. I made sure I studied what Liliana Mummy, the voice actress for Lenny Loud, I made sure I wanted to do because she's brought Lenny her sparkle, and I wanted to try to replicate that, but also bring my own little thing to it. And I had a lot of fun because Lenny I just love her so much. I'm a little biased, but she's my favorite character.
Well, that definitely fits. I mean, playing your favorite character was probably no sweat at all.
It was very exciting for me. I was very honored.
I'm sure. So, Lexi, you play Lisa Loud in this film, and I have to mention, you do not look like her. I'm sure it took a lot of work to get into her character. So, what was it like getting into costume and actually really becoming Lisa Loud?
Okay, so first I had to learn the lisp during the audition process. And I don't have a lisp, and I guess it just kind of came naturally for me in a way. I don't know. But then once I got the lisp and got the audition, we had to work on hair. And since she has a mad scientisty haircut, we put on a wig, and it was really cool because we can just take 30 minutes to put on the wig every day and then take it right back off afterwards. And I'm Lisa for the day. And then when I'm done being Lisa, I turn back into Lexi and get ready to be Lisa tomorrow.
Sounds like an experience. Just being on the set in general, which in a sense leads me to my next question for Wolfgang. So the Louds are very special, very fun family. I mean, you just get it from their name alone, the Louds. So what about the Louds make them such a special family to spend the holidays with?
Well, I feel like because they have so many Christmas traditions and things they look forward to every year would make it a very fun experience to be in the Loud House. Also, it would be pretty hard shopping for 13 other people. And also, I feel like Christmas morning would just be very flammable with all of that wrapping paper on the ground.
Yeah. So do you feel like, in a sense, you kind of had like a connection with Lincoln? Because Lincoln is the only boy out of a whole bunch of girls. Do you feel like you kind of had a connection to his character by playing him?
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and Lincoln, we're pretty alike, but also very different. Lincoln is not afraid to do anything. He puts himself out there. He's confident. You can't bully Lincoln. I mean, like, try bullying Lincoln. You can't. He's got so much self-esteem, and he's so confident in himself. I see myself in him like that. But he's also not afraid to do stuff without, consulting the elders and the adults, which I don't think I would be able to do that. I always consult my parents before doing things. But me and Lincoln, I feel like we're very similar and very different in many, many ways.
Yeah, and that just makes for a good way to really dig deeper into the role, being similar to them so that you can, get into their personality, but also being different so you can learn things as you go.
Yeah.
So Dora, what would you say is your favorite behind the scenes memory? I mean, I've seen the behind the scenes taping that you guys did like while y'all were on set. So what do you think was your favorite behind the scenes memory?
Well, every single memory of mine on set is just an amazing memory. If I had to pick one, that's hard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can I pick two? One of them is our first day on set. We actually got to do a huge snowball fight, which was so fun. It really bonded us. We were laughing and throwing snowballs. It really was a great bonding experience for us. And the other one is Leni works in a store called Reiniger's in the cartoon, and seeing that brought to life was an amazing experience. And I actually got to work with my co-star Tanya, which she's not with us today. She is definitely a method actor, but you gotta watch the movie on November 26th to see Tanya.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see it. I mean, like I said, I was super pumped up when I saw the commercial for the first time, so I cannot wait to watch it. So,
It's so exciting.
Yeah. So, Lexi, can you talk about the bond that you had with everyone on set, just having fun?
So that's a good summary of it. But when I met them, I wanted to do my best so that I could get a good impression on them, on the other cast members, because these people that Cheryl Levine, the casting director, cast are really amazing. So I wanted to make sure that I could get a good relationship with them. And from the first day, I knew that this would be a fun day or fun cast. And during the first 2 weeks of doing like school every day, we did cahoots every couple hours. And it was so fun. We had some teachers on set, and that was probably my favorite time bonding with the cast.
Sure. So, Wolfgang, would you like to add on, like, what was your favorite moment of just bonding with all the other actors?
Well, my favorite moment of bonding was that in one of the scenes, which is a bit spoilery of a scene. So in one of the scenes, it was probably the middle of the shoot. It was the first scene that we all actually like hugged. And that for me was one of the best moments of the entire shooting, because I love this cast. They're such good actors, but also such good people. And we can talk every day. We can just talk for hours. They're some of my favorite cast members I've ever had.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can see both Lexi and Dora going like, oh, I even said, oh, that is so sweet.
My favorite moments too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, what was one of your favorite bonding moments? Dora.
That one, because I remember it was so warm and happy, and it just really solidified all of our love for each other so much. If I had to pick a different one, I thought, that one's the best one. I can't really think of that one. It just takes the cake, if I'm honest. It was really an amazing day, and it makes me emotional.
And so, Dora, you also kind of talked about, seeing the set, seeing everything built for the first time. So what was your reaction walking onto the set and just seeing everything? I mean, like, I know on the last interview that I did, I had some of the cast and they were talking a little bit about, the rooms. They were talking about the rooms and how those are built. So just what was your reaction when you first walked on set and just saw everything that you would see from the original live Loud House animation now being brought to life on screen?
I was in awe. After watching Loud House for months preparing for the role, I was like, how did our set designers do so amazing of not only just getting the set completely almost like identical and put into a live action form, but also just the vibe of the cartoon. When you would stand in the rooms, you could feel it. And there's so much little detail. Loud House fans, you got to watch the movie and you'll see little details that our crew and everyone put so much work into. And I think it's going to be very fun for everyone to watch. I was pretty shocked. It's incredible.
I cannot wait. So Lexi, what do you think? Like, how did you really prepare? I mean, I'm sure you probably watched the Loud House series, just to kind of get a feel for Lisa, who's like the scientist. So just how did you prepare? And like when you read the script for the first time, what really made you just want to be Lisa?
The thing that made me want to be Lisa before preparing was she is such a character. And I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, if I could do this, that would be amazing because I can kind of relate to her because I like the same subjects as she does and I want to be smart like her. And I did prepare by watching the show, and I also read the script probably a million times. And I have this thing in notes on my mom's phone, and it was Lisa Loud notes. I mean, literally, I did. And oh, you too, Dora?
Yeah. Twinsies.
Twinsies.
That's funny.
Yeah, so.
So Wolfgang, I know I did kind of talk about Lincoln being the only brother, and him having a bunch of sisters. So, and more of on the behind the scenes side, what was it just working with a bunch of girls on set?
You would think it would be very chaotic and annoying, which at times it was, but most of the time it filled my heart when I was having scenes with everyone because I would get to be with all of my sisters, who has turned out to be some of my best friends I got some of my best friends from that experience, which is a really fun one.
Of course.
Got a new family.
Yep. One big family. I mean, that's just one of the beauties of it, seeing that they made a real live action and you guys are still able to have the same family-like bonds as the Louds do.
Completely. I was in awe walking into this. I thought I knew I would create friendships and have castmates. Didn't expect to be walking away with a family. We are so close and it's so incredible.
I'm sure. So I kind of wanted to flip the question around, and I'm going to ask this to Lexi. So about the, more of on the behind the scenes side, as I said before. So what was it like having to work with Wolfgang? Even though, of course, there is Clyde played by Jahzir, but what was it like just having to work with, in a sense, one boy, one brother?
I thought that it would be like a normal experience, but Wolfie was a good person, but at the same time, a little bit mischievous.
Read you out.
I'm ratting you out. And it was a really fun experience. I feel like all of the castmates, including Wolfie, were obviously including you, were very, very fun, and it just was such a good note to stay on for a long time. I think that it was quite easy to be with all of you guys because it's just such a family. So I really enjoyed it with all of them.
Of course. And for my last question, Dora, what can audiences expect from watching A Loud House Christmas?
I think you're going to love it. It is a movie that is hilarious. I literally and was laughing watching it, and I knew exactly what was happening. And
Yes.
yeah, exactly. We were all like giggling. It was so amazing. It's, I think a great word to describe it is truly, it's magical. It is heartwarming. It's really gonna show you that you need to cherish family. And I think it is gonna be an amazing holiday movie you can watch every year on Paramount Plus and on Nickelodeon. I'm very excited.
Same.
Well, thank you all for letting me speak with you today. This was amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.
In the Nickelodeon original movie, A Loud House Christmas. Coming Friday, November 26th to Nickelodeon and streaming on Paramount.